From classic films like Night of the Living Dead to contemporary series such as Yellow Jackets and Santa Clarita Diet, the concept of humans consuming each other has long held a dark allure. Across ancient accounts and modern reports, disturbing tales of cannibalism reveal the lengths people have gone to survive dire conditions. Yet survival isn't the only reason behind this taboo practice. Ritualistic and religious beliefs also played a role in what could delicately be called human charcuterie. So today, we're taking a look back at the grim history of cannibalism. Before diving into this historical feast, subscribe and tell us in the comments what other macabre topics you're curious about. Here's some historical food for thought. In 15th century Scotland, legends tell of Alexander Sawney Bean, a notorious figure who, along with his family, allegedly lived by cannibalism. Though it's uncertain if he existed, stories portray him as a bandit who lured and robbed travelers, later consuming them to cover his crimes. Eventually, his family's actions caught up with them when a surviving victim alerted an angry mob, leading to their capture on Halloween night, 1589, where their unsettling lifestyle was finally halted. If you're looking for figures resembling horror film villains, Peter Niers and Peter Stump would fit the bill. Niers, a German bandit from the 16th century, supposedly believed that consuming his victims gave him magical abilities. Known to favor certain gruesome cuts, Niers reportedly confessed to over 75 murders. Yet he escaped imprisonment until his final capture and execution in 1581. Similarly, Peter Stump, often called the Werewolf of Bedburg, was accused of attacks while wearing a wolfskin given by the devil. Stump allegedly indulged in flesh-eating until his capture, marking him as one of many infamous European figures tied to werewolf myths. Cannibalism tales stretch far back. In the 1st century CE, the Jewish historian Flavius Josephus recorded the haunting account of Mary of Beth Horon, who during a famine in besieged Jerusalem allegedly ate her child to survive. Though some speculate the story was intended as a grim parable about the suffering of sieges, it highlights the desperation that famine can bring. 1 century BCE, Roman general Scipio Aemilianus besieged the Numantian tribes of Hispania, modern Spain. Refusing surrender, they were forced into eating their dead to survive. Similarly, during the Tang dynasty in 755 CE, a protracted siege left Chinese defenders without food, leading to widespread starvation and reports of cannibalism. Later, in the 14th century Europe, unending rains triggered a devastating famine from 1315 to 1317. Food shortages and conflict forced people into survival modes that included abandoning and even consuming their kin. Legends from this era, like Hansel and Gretel, echo this theme of desperation. The Irish potato famine of the 1840s was another brutal chapter. As potato blight swept Ireland, widespread starvation followed, with some turning to unspeakable acts. Reports from priests across Cork, Galway, Kerry and Mayo recorded instances of human consumption as famine took its toll. Jonathan Swift's A Modest Proposal, a satirical take on this desperation, gained even more resonance. Even as recently as 1884, the crew of the Mignonette, a ship bound for Australia, resorted to eating a cabin boy after their vessel capsized. Surviving members were eventually rescued and put on trial, establishing a legal precedent that even extreme survival situations don't justify murder. Prehistoric artifacts offer clues as well. In England's Somerset, 15,000-year-old human remains in Gough's Cave display signs of cannibalism, with femur bones scraped clean of marrow. Whether for survival or ritual, early humans appear to have engaged in cannibalistic practices, with later Roman accounts noting similar behaviors among Celtic tribes. From ancient legends to historical records, human history holds disturbing tales of cannibalism during times of desperation and ritual. Which of these stories surprised you the most? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching this video. Before we end the video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.